What is happening, everybody? My name is Gliscor 101 and welcome back to Gliscor Plays Pokemon Soul Silver Nuzlocke Edition. Welcome to the last straw. I've recorded this episode 3 times now, had tech issues, had audio issues, had trouble recovering this fucking save file, everything gone wrong. So this is my last attempt at recording this episode, and if something goes wrong, I might just have to cancel this whole Nuzlocke. So with that in mind, let's have fun. We got Stemosaurus, and there's a Pokemon. I should have dropped a Repel. Oh, it's a little Rattata. I totally forgot that I wrote Stemosaurus' name wrong, so that's gonna bug me again. I'm really looking forward to getting to Goldenrod and being able to change that. I've been on actually a pretty big Pokemon kick lately. I played through X and Y for the first time actually because I didn't have a 3DS at all when that came out. And by the time I got a 3DS, it was like years old, so there was like no pressing reason to play it. Already used a Repel, just did that. But yeah, played through it for the first time. It was a lot of fun. There were some issues I had with it. I didn't think the evil team was that great. And I really don't like how you had like 6 people fucking traveling with you. Like, the fun of the Pokemon game for me is the adventure, so I don't like having to share that adventure with a group of plucky young teenagers. Oh, we got Rod. Oh, well, you made a fucking mistake. Brought out McDonald. And old McDonald had a thunder shock. E-I-E-I-ow. E-I-E-I-ow. That was really the best joke I could come up with. Hey, Stemosaurus is back. Just in time to watch the light leave Vulpix's eyes. Bye, Vulpix. Another issue I had with X and Y, like, the pacing felt very wrong. Like, you had a long stretch between the first and second gym leader, and I thought for a second that, wow, this is gonna be a huge game. I've been to like 2 entirely different towns with no gym leader, and like I expected it to be like, oh wow, this is gonna be the biggest game they've made. They're gonna push the 3DS to its limits and have a giant game. But then, after the second gym leader, you go right to the third gym leader, then right to the fourth, then the fifth, and the rest of the game just happens. It felt like the first half of the game was the first and second gym leader, and then the other 6 gym leaders in the Elite Four was the second half of the game. Also, I'm still unsure how I feel about Mega Evolution. It feels like any Pokemon that can't Mega Evolve was just wasted on my team. Oh, Onyx, I've got a surprise for you. Surprise! Well, surprise after you've screeched. Surprise! Something that has happened on this channel since the last Nuzlocke is the Disney Disasters series. I launched it from now, it would have been 1.5 weeks ago. How are you guys liking it? Let me know. I've had a lot of fun making it, the first and second episode at least, because the second episode is... I'm about halfway done with the full episode, and the first impressions video is done. All edited, uploaded, thumbnail, ready to go. But I usually like editing the first impressions video first, I've found, because it gives me time to reflect on the movie before I even write the script to the full review. So yeah, I do it kind of out of order, where the video that goes up second is edited before the video that goes up first. but it gives me time to make sure the review is accurate to how I'm feeling. The second episode, I'll actually tell you what movie I'm reviewing. It's called Up, Up, and Away. It's like a early 2000s superhero flick. I won't tell you what I think of it, but yeah, that's what's coming up, and the review should be up in a few days, probably after this. At least before the end of the week, I'll say. So, before Sunday, you'll see Up, Up, and Away's review. Get hype. I like having a schedule. I remember this time last year, it would be like, oh, I got a video I want to make, that'll fucking be 9 years from now. Even if I had to take that good month off to get a decent schedule. You're not leaving till your Pokemon get tougher? That'll be a while. Haha, you suck. I'm also making the dumb decision of taking Stemosaurus into battles with these trainers, even though they usually have fire or poison types. Fire breather Bill. Coughing! I love Coughing. Look at Coughing's goofy ass smile. Great. 10 out of 10. Don't you fucking... you mother. You mother of an energy drink. Stop poisoning me! Really rude. Should probably get Stemosaurus out of there. Hedwig needs some levels anyway. Considering the next gym is a bug-type gym, I should probably stop leveling up my grass-type. Yeah, you got Peck. I love the sound that Peck makes in this game. It's just like, boink! Boink! Crit, good job, Hedwig. Glad that poison gas didn't hit, because I don't know how many antidotes I have. And if I had to decide, probably wouldn't be Hedwig. I don't know, I really like Hoothoot. As a Pokemon, I probably like it more than I like Chikorita. 3 antidotes. You could have got poisoned and I wouldn't have even let you die. Always good. There's also fucking Banner, which is level 2. Should probably train him up some. Let's go. Better reply another repel. Speaking of my Pokemon kick though, going back to 5 minutes ago, I've also, after X and Y, moved back to Black and White. Black and White still fucking holds up. A lot of people shit talk the Pokemon, and also how the evil team kinda gets kinda hypocritical towards the end. But honestly, even if you took those two things out, it's just a very solidly made game. Like, the pacing of it. I said I had pacing issues with X and Y. Black and White has none of those. You get all of the things you need at the right time. There's good spaces between each town. All of the areas feel very unique. And there's just a lot to do in it. I will say it is a more... Oh, we're getting a call. Hello, Ralph. Ralph the Movie Maker. Like, share, subscribe, Ralph the Movie Maker. Also, don't tell me to call my mom. But yeah, Black and White, the pacing of the game design, everything. It's leagues above what Pokemon usually does. No, there's nothing there. Actually, I said I've recorded this 3 times. I'm pretty sure every time I have checked that fucking spot to see if there's a hidden item there. every single time. I don't have the footage, obviously, because that's what died on me, but I'm pretty sure I've checked every time. What do you want? I think this is the other side to the route. Let's check. Like, the other side of the route that's, before the cave. This map. No, 33, 32, we're good. Let's catch us a Pokemon, I guess. Actually, I'll grab these apricons first. We got a Prunk and a Black. I do think the best thing about Black and White is Plasma. Not just because their whole, oh, they're Pokemon Peter thing, but also because of how they are in the game. Not since Team Rocket has the evil team done just so much. It's another fucking Rattata. I said dupe claws isn't a thing in my game, so we're getting a third Rattata. Like, Team Magma and Team Aqua, yeah, they do a fair amount of stuff, but it's not very varied. Usually it's just like, we'll go here and steal this, go here and steal this. Team Plasma, they steal a Dragon Skull, they kidnap a Pokemon, they're just genuinely causing a huge nuisance. They take over that frozen area, the ice factory or whatever the fuck it is. They're just a constant presence throughout the game, and that's really all a Pokemon antagonist needs to be. Like Team Flare showed up like 3 times in the entire fucking game of X and Y. I'd say Team Flare is easily the worst evil team. Like Magma and Aqua, they weren't great, but they had the gimmick of there being 2 of them. Galactic, they're pretty forgettable, but at least they had big ambitions. Like Team Rocket, we're gonna steal Pokemon. Team Galactic, we're gonna destroy the Earth. That was at least novel. Also, we killed the Rattata. Fuck that Rattata. If it wanted to be a part of our team, it shouldn't have escaped the Pokeball. You're damn right it's super effective. I do really like the black and white Pokemon designs. I don't know what everybody has against them. Like Swoobat, Roggenrola, Politoed, Seismitoad, all 3 of the starters are very solid. Oshawott and his evolution line kinda look goofy, but I think that's part of the fun with them. Lillipup is just a really great, fun, normal type. It's better than a Rattata. Then again, I suppose Patrat is the Rattata equivalent, and it's kinda garbage, but hey. At least, oh shit, evolution. I forgot it was level 16. For some reason, 18 was popping out in my head, and I was like, ugh, still 2 more levels to go. But no, we got a Stemosaurus XL. Yeah, boy. Alright, fine, you can call me creepy old man. I'm a 10-year-old girl. That's my Pullup voice. I love how I managed to fit LOL into her name. Get through there. Team Rocket didn't break up. Also, Team Rocket's kinda bad in this game because they're just kinda recycled. But I do like Team Rocket bumbling around without a leader, so that's always fun. And also the radio and tower thing was just a really fun endgame evil group thing. I think I like when the evil groups are out of their element, when they're like taking something over, more than I like the end game just being fighting the evil group on their own turf. Yeah, maybe we should go to the Pokemat. I have no idea how long this episode's been, because I forgot to start the timer. 15 minutes according to my audio recording. Grab some Pokeballs. Probably shouldn't even bother because we'll be on to Great Balls soon. Super Potions, we'll need some of those. We had 2 antidotes. I have to actually use my mouse to go on this arrow, apparently. Repels, I used a few, so we'll grab 2 more. Shopping with Gliscor. I've also been playing as the female character a lot more in Pokemon, because I never did as a kid, and it's like, some of their designs are actually pretty cool. I like the black and white one. It looks really goofy in like the blown up sprite, so I never picked it. But the actual overworld sprite is pretty cool. And X and Y, it's just fun because the girls' dress up options are more creative than the boys. Because sexism, I guess. Team Rocket, oh no, they're an evil gang. They were disbanded after a plucky young protagonist with attitude came together. No, not together. It was just one dude. One fucking guy with attitude. The tagline to my life. One fucking guy with attitude. Let's go, Stemmy. That Slowpoke is gonna kill whoever comes down. Are you dead? Hey, Plop! I never told you my name. How did you figure that out? Hi, 10-year-old girl I've been stalking for years. Help me. Okay. The last 2 times I recorded this, I got a fucking Slowpoke. So if it's anything but a Slowpoke... Yes! 3 times the fucking charm! And it's a male Slowpoke, actually. I think the last 2 times it was female. Apparently, in Gold and Silver, the originals, female Pokemon had worse stats, which is just an unnecessary level of sexism. I do not want Stemosaurus to fall asleep, so we're gonna throw a Great Ball right now. Actually, it works on water Pokemon, so a Netball probably would have been better. Come on, be my friend. Be my friend. Friendship! Shit, what did I call this guy last time? I have no idea. The dopey Pokemon. Who's a famous dope? Harold. I don't know why, but Harold just seemed like a name. Sorry if there are any Harolds watching, but that's what popped out to me. Harold from Captain Underpants. He was kind of a dope. Also, they made him gay, apparently, in, like, the latest book. One of the later ones, which is just great. Like, apparently, they go to the future or something. I've just seen, like, a snapshot of it. They go to the future, and it's just casually thrown out there. George and George's wife, and future Harold and future Harold's husband. It's like, wow, so in canon, Harold, homosexual. Because with how old those books were, I'm pretty sure they came out in 1990 something. That probably wouldn't have flown back then. Like, doing it that casually, and especially saying, no, this 10-year-old is destined to be gay. But fast forward 15 years, the book series has lasted that long, and they're able to suddenly make the character gay, even though it would have just been a no so long ago. That's amazing to me, that the series has lasted longer than The Prejudice. I mean, I'm sure people were pissed off about it, but fuck them anyway. I keep referencing the book I'm writing, but I have a gay character in there, and it's like casually mentioned like halfway through the book that she's bisexual. And I'm really hoping I piss someone off with that. Someone who gets really invested in this character and then they're like, I didn't know she was a queer. Like, fuck those guys anyway. Also, Hedwig, you gotta do better. I really need Hedwig to learn Confusion or something. Peck is just not gonna cut it at the gym. Actually, I mean it might, but like, Hedwig would need to be a lot higher level. Don't you quick attack me. Hey, you're dead. Unnecessary crit for the win. Ugh, this is not my day. This was not her day. I love that fucking scene from Rick and Morty with just the shitty writer guy. 3 weeks earlier. Like, that's probably my favorite scene in that whole show, just because it reminds me so much of how I used to write, like, 5-6 years ago. And it's like, god damn it, I was awful. Just cliche as hell, thinking I'm smarter than the audience for doing something just because I'm like, nobody would guess this, and that's because it was fucking stupid. Writing's a lot of fun, but it's one of those things where you look back on what you've already written and it's just the worst. I suppose I should also get McDonald up there, because Scythe is part flying type, so Thundershock might not also be a bad idea. Plus, I have no idea what I'm gonna do about that fucking milk tank. I suppose I do have Thunder Wave, which could be a good strategy. Ekans. I can't be bothered sending in Hedwig. Let's just sweep this guy with a sheep. Sheep this guy. Ho 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 ho. Ho 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 ho. So far, it looks like all of my audio and recording stuff is working, so hopefully this video sees the light of day. I really want to make this series work, but recording this kind of thing is just such a bitch. Especially with the multi-screen setup. It also takes me like a whole day just to export a video. I thought there was an item here. Oh no, the item's up there. No. What? Fuck it. Just fuck it. Music cues. I tried to take a sip of my drink without it being caught with the audio recording. Wonder how that's gonna work out. Crit! Good job, Hedwig. Maybe you won't die in the 8th book. 7th book, 8th movie. No, it's still the 7th movie. Shit. I'm bad at Harry Potter. My sister and I, who's a huge Harry Potter fan, I remember it was like for a good year, we would do it every few months. We'd start marathoning the Harry Potter movies, like 1 or 2 a night, just whenever. And then at Order of the Phoenix, every time, we'd just fucking stop. Because Order of the Phoenix is such a shitty movie. And then when we'd go to restart in a few weeks, and it's just like, you want to start all over again? Sure. And I don't think, like, I've watched them all, I've probably marathon them all before, I can't remember. But in that, like, year we were trying to watch them all, I don't think we got to the end during one of the marathons, because Order of the Phoenix kept being like, we'll watch it later, and then never doing it. But Order of the Phoenix, god, that movie sucked. I could write an essay about everything I don't like about that movie. And the worst it is middle of the road, but when I'm watching it, it's just the most boring thing. Like, the fight scene at the end, it's cool, but it represents a huge problem I have with the Harry Potter series, and that's the fact they never explained what their magic can do. Like, whenever there's a fight scene in Harry Potter, it really doesn't matter, because all of the wizards could pull whatever they want out of their asses, because magic in the Harry Potter world doesn't have much logic. It's one of the things where they really should have, like, established, alright, these are the spells that pretty much everyone knows, here's some more advanced spells they might pull off, and then do some fun fight scenes with that. Instead, magic is, you can do this, and you can do this, and when you're really good, you don't even need a wand or need to say the words out loud. So all the strategy went out of it as soon as they could do whatever magic without their wands. I get why they removed wands from being kind of necessary for everything, because it just made it look cooler, and also made them be able to move a lot more. But restrictions are really what makes fight scenes interesting. When we know what each side can do, we know it will be really difficult for our side to win, but they could win if they're smart enough, and seeing how they outthink the problem with the tools they have in their arsenal. When we have no idea what both our side can do and the bad guys can do, it's pretty much just like, alright, good guy's gonna do something. Oh look, they did something. Yay! But when we know, how are they gonna do? When we know there's restrictions, and we know it'll be very difficult for them to win with their limited power set, and the moves they kinda know how to do, the spells they kinda know how to do, but haven't done very much, that kind of stuff makes it exciting. So it's a real shame that Harry Potter never took the time to establish Harry knows, like, these spells and can do these ones, but Voldemort can do all of this crazy stuff. Like, having your villain be able to do crazy stuff is fine, but let us know what crazy stuff he can do. The Dumbledore versus Voldemort fight in Order of the Phoenix was so fun because it was kinda so crazy. But that means all the other final battles didn't really have any more weight to it than just, they're doing some cool shit. When a final battle or a battle against the main enemy should be more than that. I have big opinions on movies. Maybe that should be the subtitle for my life. I have big opinions on movies. Alright, coughing, burn in hell. Coughing, burn in hell faster. Yeah, I'm gonna switch Hedwig out. I'm totally gonna have to play the fucking clip from Deathly Hallows if Hedwig ever dies. I don't want Hedwig to die. I really like Noctowl. Like, it's probably not even the smartest choice to have it on my team, but I doubt I'm ever gonna box Hedwig just because I really fucking like Noctowl. Like, I have, I was about to say 2 Zubats, but one of the Zubats was from the game that didn't record. But yeah, I have a Zubat just in my party waiting, and I'm probably not going to use it, even though Crobat is the better Pokemon. We continued our activities underground. Small problems like you won't get in our way, even though a 10-year-old destroyed us 3 years ago. And then they're like, yeah, but you're a girl 10-year-old. A girl can't take on Team Rocket. Did you not play Red and Blue? You couldn't even play as a girl. It's weird, because they had 2 other games between Red and Blue, and Red and Blue they intended on having a female playable character, but after they didn't do it in Red and Blue, they waited till Crystal to make a female character be an option. Take my pinks. Yes. Thanks. And I'll give you our home phone number. It's not like we just met you or anything. Fuck it. Okay. Before I end for the day, I really want to do off-screen grinding in this episode, since Hedwig could use more levels, Banner probably a few levels, but to do that, I need to hatch these eggs first. So we're gonna quickly do that. With editing. Repels effect wore off. Now editing. Oh? Who could it be? Dun 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 dun. Oh, it's the Togepi one. I figured the Slugma egg would have hatched first, because I think I got it like right before. Yes, I would like a nickname. Oh, and it's a girl. Shit, I had a name picked out. I was gonna call it Benedict, like Eggs Benedict, but well, I guess I'll have to have my eggs sunny side up. Ha 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 ha. Benedict would have been a much... what the fuck do you want? Great news. A Pokemon hatched from the egg. What a fucking surprise. Thanks, Elm. Alright, edit to the next egg. Oh, finally. That's 10 minutes of my life I'm never getting back. But it's worth it, because we got... Aww. Little Slugma. Hell yeah. Oh, it's another girl. I had a fucking another male nickname in mind. Jesus. Alright, Red. Fire girl. Who is a girl who has fire powers? There has to be some kind of female superhero with fire powers. Jean Grey? Jean Phoenix? I guess just Jean works. Jean. Yeah, that works. Welcome to the team, Jean. Okay, one last piece of housekeeping before I end for the day. Move Pokemon. Grab ourselves a Herald. Banner, you've been a loyal member of the team. I'll give you a call if Hedwig ever dies. And with that, we are out of time. But thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, all that fun jazz. And I'll see you guys next time on the next Pokemon Let's Gliscor. Let's Pokemon. Yeah! Saved it in the end.